Hi, my company is Bayshore Solutions in Tampa, Florida. And at first glance, I thought that Bayshore might be a little bit arrogant, but by prompting of my professor, I am glad to say that I looked a little deeper to see what I could find from them. The first trait that I found important for Bayshore is to be diverse. And I picked four from the movie Diverse to show this, and I gotta stop this recording and start. The most important trait I find for a program like this is to be diverse. So I picked four from the movie Diverse. He is not my brand voice. He is something, represents something that I feel is important for my brand. The next trait I find very important is to be intelligent, and who other than Steve Jobs to represent techie intelligent and a visionary that would represent what my firm needs to be. He again is not who I choose to be my brand voice, but you're getting more hints. Smart is the new sexy. I find that smart, intelligent, techie is where we need to go with our brand voice. Again, this is not who I choose for my brand voice, but you're getting closer to the hint of who it might be. My brand voice is confident and has a strong sense of self. Another thing that I thought was arrogant at first, but now I find it extremely important to be a leader in this industry, is to have confidence in your own abilities and to bring those to your clients that you deliver. My brand voice has to bring the creative along with the logical. You have to be the creative side and then the analytical side to see what's working in the market for a product or your clients. You have to have both sides of the brain working. With that in mind, you have to be collaborative. Creative people are not usually as logical as you need for the analytics to support what you have done in your marketing campaign to make it work. So you need to have a collaborative team to make everything work. Sincerity and truth have to be acknowledged. You can't have a social campaign or any kind of marketing campaign in this era without people feeling that you're sincere or true to your word and that you have their best interests at heart. So you have to have truthfulness. You also have to have fearless determination. You have to be the one that's going to go that extra mile. You're going to jump out of that bowl. You're going to make yourself and your clients that you represent in a league of their own. Passion. You have to have passion for your field, for what you're doing, for what you're promoting, and love life. It's just something that will take hold on everybody that you try to promote to. You have to be passionate about what you're doing and believe what you're doing. You also have to be innovative. You have to be the leader. You can't be a follower because the followers are already lost. They're already gone. You have to be the one that is leading the pack and what's going on in this world today. The competitive part of the business is part of the analytics. You have to analyze and you have to be competitive. You have to have a competitive voice in the right way, not the wrong way. You don't need to be arrogant. You need to be strong, competitive, and let people know that you are going to work for them. You also have to be a problem solver for all the people that you work for. You have to put the pieces of the puzzle together so that it works in business. And my company is a problem solver as well as a strategist. They strategize how we're going to do things, how you're going to work with the competitor, how you're going to compete against the competitor, what they're doing, and how you're going to win the game for your clients. We also have a humanitarian voice for our voice. We work with a community, we connect with a community, we work with other partners that work with a community. Innovation is very important. I require that anybody I work with be innovative. Don't think about something that other people have been doing. We need to think of the new and go beyond what we have done before. I hate to sound like Star Trek because that's not what I'm trying to sound like, but the reality is you need to do something new, not the same old, and it needs to be relative and it needs to be important. So my brand voice is innovative and always has been. My brand voice is competitive. They will challenge their competitors. They like a challenge. They're not afraid of their competitors, and they will rise to the challenge and take their clients with them to rise to the challenge of their competitors as well. You must be a problem solver. What problems? You need to research what is going on, what are the problems in the market, put together the pieces of the puzzle that will make the client dominant, but also at that time make yourself dominant in the marketplace. So it kind of goes together. When you're promoting yourself, you're also showing what you're going to promote and show for your clients. You can't be something to them that you're not for yourself. It's very important to be a strategist in this marketplace and in this industry for internet marketing. So your strategy really matters, or really for any business, your strategy matters. How are you going to beat your competition? What are you going to do? How are you going to play that game? How are you going to win that game for the people that you represent? Another great thing that a voice for Bayshore Solutions is a humanitarian. They connect with the community. They connect with the community leaders. This is where they find people and clients that care about the same things they do, and they have a common goal in the humanitarian issues, and then they get together for business as well. What meal would my brand love? My brand is a very diverse and logical and tasty. They want it all. So it would be all the flavors and all the tastes together, but also a sophisticated taste of the steak and all the fresh vegetables and healthy and good for you. What would my brand wear? My brand would dress appropriately for the situation. If they need to go to where a client is or what a client does, they have their own brand voice. They have their what they would wear, and it would be trendy but appropriate. And it would probably be more young trendy and look nice and together, but they're not going to wear the same thing that they're going to wear to out to dinner as they would to a ball game. So it's trendy, appropriate dress for the occasion. So maybe I've given you a little hint of who my brand voice is. My brand voice is Ashton Kutcher, a creative, diverse, techie leader. In real life, he's an actor, he's an activist. He has invested in Silicon Valley. He's really taking on some of the roles that he's played as far as being a leader in the industry of techie, and that he has played in as an actor in 2.5 Men. He plays the creative, diverse, techie leader of a company he created when he was very young, and now he's a millionaire and he's figuring out what he's going to do and how he's going to help people and how he's going to be a humanitarian. and he plays that role very well, as he does in real life, and that also segues over into his latest role with acting and portraying Steve Jobs, who is also a creative, diverse, techie leader. So his real life and his acting lately has come together to kind of be his brand voice in real life and his acting, and this is something Bayshore Solutions should gravitate towards and embrace as well, of this brand voice, of this creative, diverse tech leader which they portray, and they can use this voice to move forward.